Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are here with another tier list video and I wanted to say a few things before we start this video. As you all know, I usually like to do that. So the first thing I wanted to say was that I did try to record this video a while ago, well maybe like a week ago, but I ended up just like not liking it too much. Partly because when I tried to record this video previously, I was about halfway through season 3, so I was just doing a ranking of characters from season 1 to 2 because I did not know all the characters from season 3 in this show Once Upon a Time. I don't even know if I told you all like what show this is, but it's Once Upon a Time. They usually like introduce new people. Like, it's not like the beginning of the season they introduce all the people for that season. They'll introduce new people, new like locations and new storylines like at the end of seasons. So I didn't know a lot of what was going to happen in season 3 and the characters. So I didn't really like my previous recording for that reason, and also I just did not feel like it was very good. Yeah, so I wanted to record this again today, Once Upon a Time tier list video, seasons 1, 2, 3. And I did also want to acknowledge that I am recording this today on February 24th, 2020, sorry, wow, 2022. But it does feel like 2020 all over again because this morning we woke up to the news of Russia invading Ukraine, and it is very, very upsetting and just put me in not a good mood. Very stressful for me for multiple reasons, and yeah, so just kind of put me in a bad mood. But I wanted to record this video because this is kind of something that brings me like more joy and entertainment and something fun to do for you all. I'm sorry that this screen is kind of cut off. There's something wrong with my like screen recorder right now, so that's why. But yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that it is a very, very sad day for many people, and hopefully maybe this video can help you just have some light in your day. So anyways, yes, as I said, this is Once Upon a Time. I'm not sure if any of you, well, hopefully, maybe, possibly you've watched this if you're watching this video. And this show, I am watching it on Disney Plus, so it is on Disney Plus right now. And the main storyline of Once Upon a Time is it has characters from like all your favorite fairy tales, folk stories, folklore, not just Disney, but Disney, like a lot of them are Disney, a lot of them are not Disney. Some examples of like fairy tales that this like show includes are like Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, like Rumpelstiltskin. I'm not sure what that like story is called. Little Red Riding Hood, The Wizard of Oz, Peter Pan, Pinocchio. So yeah, those are some of the stories that this show covers. So anyways, this as I was saying, this show is basically these characters are now in like our, I guess not time, but like our world, and starts off in season. Also, I wanted to say there's going to be spoilers just going forward for seasons 1 to 3. Okay, so as I said, yeah, they're in our world, the fairy tale characters, and how the show starts off is this woman, Emma. She just lives in the normal world that we all live in, and she is a bail bondswoman. And one day, it is on her 28th birthday. This is the pilot episode, I believe. Henry, who is her son that she gave up for adoption, finds her and says that she needs to look at. This is what I remember. It might not be exactly what happened, but as far as I remember, he comes to find her. She lives in Boston, and he says, "You have to come with me to this town because I'm not sure like what reason he gives her for coming to the town. I don't really remember right now, but she ends up going to this town called Storybrooke in Maine, and Storybrooke basically is where all these characters live, and they do not remember that they're actually fairy tale characters. Okay, And Henry believes that they're actually fairy tale characters. He's the only one who thinks this at the moment. And he has like a storybook that has all their stories in it. So yes, he knows that they're fairy tale characters. Emma does not believe him. He tries to convince Emma. Regina is his adoptive mother, and she is also the mayor of the town. She does not like Emma, and Henry believes that she's like the evil queen, and she is the one who enacted this curse to make all these people come to our world and forget their memories. And her main goal of that was to keep Prince Charming and Snow White. Her name in the new world is Mary Margaret, and Prince Charming's new name is David. So Regina, who is the evil queen from Snow White, enacted this curse to keep Snow White and Prince Charming away from each other. So that's kind of the beginning of. Oh. So, anyways, that is kind of where we are in season 1. And so, yes, none of them remember each other. And also, David, he is married to this woman. I don't think she's actually shown here. No, she's not shown here, but because she's only in season 1. And that's Catherine. And that is like a woman who he actually was engaged to in the Enchanted Forest, which is where they all used to live. And he was just engaged, like it was just their parents setting them up for like political alliances, but they ended up leaving each other, and obviously he ended up getting together with Snow White. But in this new land, he is with her, and he's also in a coma in the beginning. Anyways, he wakes up from the coma and he falls in love with Snow White. And there's all these other characters, and as time goes on, like, Regina ends up becoming a good character, and so does Rumpelstiltskin. This is in his current time. It's interesting that this tier list maker, like, it has Rumpelstiltskin. This is how he looks like in the current, like, our world, and this is what he looks like in the Enchanted Forest world. So it's interesting they have him as 2 different characters to be ranked, but they don't have, like, other characters like that. Oh, actually, no, they do. They have Regina like that, so I'm not sure if it's because, like, this is, like, the evil version of them, because these 2 characters do end up becoming, like, less evil and good characters. But anyway, so, like, season 1 is, and season 2 is mainly, like, them breaking the curse and what have you. And then season 3, we go to Neverland, and we are mainly dealing with Peter Pan, who is a villain in this show, and trying to stop him because he has Henry. And then, like, the later part of season 3, we go to Oz, and this is Selena. She is the Wicked Witch of the West, and they're trying to stop her. Actually, no, they don't go to Oz. What happens is they go to Neverland. Well, Emma, Hook, Charming, most of the main characters basically all go to Neverland. Selena, so then that happens, and then whatever. Then, like, later on, they're back in, like, the normal world, and Selena comes, and there was a curse that she enacted, where they're now back in Storybrooke, where they don't remember the last year, but they remember the previous years. And so she comes back. And also, middle of season 3, Emma has left Storybrooke because in order for her to live, there was something relating to Peter Pan's storyline where she had to forget all her memories, and so did Henry, and leave and live in New York City. But yeah, before Selena comes, Hook basically drinks this potion that Bellfire, who's Neil, gives him, and he remembers, and so he basically tells Emma to remember, or somehow gets her to remember, but Henry doesn't remember, and then at the end of season 3, like, they all remember again. But yeah, that's kind of like where we are now. So, I guess I'm going to start off by ranking the characters. Who is this girl? I really don't know who this girl is. Okay, so let's start off with Ariel. I think I'm going to put Ariel in the B category. I do like her. There's nothing really, in my opinion, not to like about her. I think she's a little bit bland. She doesn't really have too much going on in the show, and she's not really a main character in the storylines that we've seen so far. The next person I'm going to rank is Pinocchio. I really do like Pinocchio. He's kind of not really too big of a character in season 3. He's more like seasons 1 and 2. Maybe actually just seasons 2. But yeah, Pinocchio or August. I think I'm going to put him in A. He does have a storyline. Say this is Pinocchio. And so after the original curse, his dad, Giuseppe, made the this like portal to bring basically Emma into the our world so that she could stop the curse in the future. Okay, but Giuseppe put his boy through because he was worried that if he didn't, he would turn into wood. So he is like, he's been living in like our world for a while, but then he starts turning into wood because I think like the blue fairy previously, when she turned him into a boy, said that if he is not like truthful and honest and brave, he will turn back into wood. So I think because he was not being truthful and stuff, he was turning back into wood. And what actually happened was he was like somewhere in Asia, and he was seeking out this doctor who could help him, who actually I believe is from like the magic world. And he comes into contact with this girl. I don't even know if she's here. She's not even here. I forget her name. But she was like the fiance of Neil in the beginning of season 3. And she's the one who does not believe in magic. And she's working with Pan and trying to like screw them all over. So anyways, I thought that was a pretty interesting storyline. I do think he could have more storylines. But I think he is a pretty good character. I honestly don't know who this girl is, so I'm just putting her in F. Maybe just like, who are you? Because I really don't remember her for some reason, especially with the baby. Like, it's a bit odd, but if any of you all remember who she is, please leave a comment down below and let me know, because I'm super curious. Okay, moving on, we have Belle. I actually am not liking Belle as much the later we go. I just don't think she's too diverse of a character, like in terms of like her backstory or interesting levels. I do think it is nice that she likes Rumpelstiltskin, and I think that they have a really good relationship, and as a couple, they're quite high for me, but I think that more so has to do with my attitudes towards Rumpelstiltskin, because I do like him a lot, and I don't like her. I mean, by herself, I just think she's okay. Not too great. Anyways, the Blue Fairy, I just really don't like the Blue Fairy, to be honest. She, I feel like, is very, like, holier than thou, and that's what some of these characters, suffer from, especially, like, the princess characters, I find, is that they act like they're the ones who should be deciding what is right and wrong, and everything like that, and I really don't like characters like that, so that's why I'm putting her in D. This is like Prince Charming's brother, I think due to like his fur. I think that's how they showcase his brother. I don't really care too much about him, because he like, maybe let's put like don't care, because I don't know who she is, and I don't really care about him because he's not like a very big character in the story. I believe this is Cinderella, and to be honest, I actually did fall asleep during the episode, or a little bit that she was in, so I don't really know too much about her story. She wasn't really a big character in the show. I'm just gonna put her in Don't Care, to be honest, because, yeah, I don't really care too much about her character, and maybe Ariel could go there, but we'll leave Ariel in B for now, because I do care about her a bit more, I think. Cora, Cora's gonna go in C. I don't like Cora, but I don't know, like, she does have kind of an interesting backstory. Yeah, I think that was in season 3, so I can talk about it. But when Snow White goes and figures out like that Cora was actually with King Leopold, and Princess Ava kind of messed that up and all that stuff, it kind of makes her a bit more likable. I mean, she passed away or she was killed, so she doesn't really have a chance to become good, and I don't know if she would become good like the other characters, to be honest. I don't know. She's quite evil, and I don't really like think there's too much to redeem her. But yeah, learning about her backstory was quite interesting, so she's gonna go and see for now. Next character is David slash Prince Charming. Yes, I actually don't like him more than Cora. And this is just because I don't really find him interesting at all. Like, I don't care about his storylines, even from season one. Like, him and Mary Margaret, I just feel like it's very, very boring and very obvious. Like, it's just that they're just in love and they're gonna date each other. There's nothing, like, complicated. There's nothing really complex about his character. I feel like he was also kind of like the blue fairy of, like, holier than thou. He thinks he's better than everybody else. He always wants to be the hero, and like I just feel like he acts like he's better than everybody else, and I don't like that very much. So I'm gonna put him in D. Emma. I like Emma. She's a pretty good character. She might go in S. I don't know if I think she's S or A. But yeah, like I think like S to me is people who like if they weren't in the show, would I even watch it? Probably not. D, I really wouldn't care if they weren't in the show. I care a little bit about him, but he's just annoying, so I'm putting him in D. I really do like Emma. I think she's an interesting like what's it called? Like she's an interesting character when you compare her to the princess characters, like especially for a female. So yeah, she definitely contrasts with those princess characters quite well. The next character I'm going to be ranking is the Evil Queen. This is just the Evil Queen, not Regina. I'm going to put her in actually D. Maybe Cora too. I don't like the Evil Queen. She is very, very mean, obviously, very heartless, and same with even Regina. In the beginning of the show when she was the mayor, she is just not a good character. My feelings about Regina later on do differ, so I will show that when we get to her. This is Dr. Swail, slash Dr. Frankenstein. I do like him. I didn't like him too much in the beginning, but I do like him more now. I think he's pretty interesting, and I do like his backstory. Rumpelstiltskin now, or Mr. Gold, I guess. Mr. Gold, like honestly, he's a very, very good actor. I always think that when I watch his parts, and I always think about how good he is at showcasing like such different characters. I also think like it's super interesting to learn about his backstory, about how like he heard from the seer about how he was gonna like what he thought die in battle, so that is why he did run away from the war. His wife left him for Hook. His son didn't like when he became the Dark One, and also like why he became the Dark One because of his life of being bullied and treated badly. And then it was so interesting when we learned about his history with Pan, and sorry, major spoiler alert, so please do not watch this if you have not seen the end of season 3. So, learning about his relationship with Pan and how Pan is really his father. Yes, Peter Pan is his father. There were some hints out there. I think they did a great job of like showcasing that, and that was just really, really interesting to me. Learning about Rumpelstiltskin's childhood as well. So yeah, just a great character, very well-rounded, very, very deep and interesting. Okay, this guy, he's like the huntsman. We don't really know too much about him. I just like him better than these people. We'll put him in C. Like, he wasn't a bad character while he was in the show, but he was only in the show for a few episodes. Next, we have Granny. I don't care about her personally. That's just my opinion. I don't think she's too interesting. Next, we have Grumpy. He's one of the dwarves. I don't really like him too much. I feel like he kind of thinks that he's better than everybody else, kind of like David and Mary Margaret. And I just kind of feel like he follows David and Mary Margaret around like a puppy dog. I mean, it makes sense because he's a dwarf, but whatever. I did like his story about when he fell in love with like the pink fairy. She's not here, but I thought that was interesting. But otherwise, he's okay, whatever. Henry, Did I call him Harry before? I might have, honestly. I'm gonna put Henry here because I think he's like pretty good for a child character. I don't really find children characters too interesting in shows. That's just me personally, so that's probably why I don't really care too much about him. Although I do like him, and the actor is quite good. Like when Peter Pan was like in his body, this actor did a very good job of acting like Peter Pan, and also the time of when he acted like he did not know what was going on with like when he lost his memories. So that's very good. Okay, next we have Hook, and I'm gonna put him up here. I do like his character just because I think he's like interesting. He also was one of those characters who went from bad to good and had really strong character development, which I always like in a show. I really like his and Emma's relationship. Probably like, yeah, him and Emma and Mr. Gold and Belle are probably my favorite couples in the show. Yeah, I don't know why. I just think he's a good character in the show. Okay, this is Belle when she was kind of just after, well, she lost her memories again because she crossed the town line and she started liking Rumpelstiltskin's like power. She started drinking a lot and partying and all that stuff. I thought it was quite funny. I'm gonna put her in B because I don't know. I just thought it was quite funny, interesting to see that dynamic. Like when she was really liked Rumpelstiltskin much more than like Mr. Gold and like Rumpelstiltskin's power. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of funny to see that dynamic going on. I don't know who she is. I think she might be the good witch, like from Wizard of Oz. If I can, I'm just gonna rank her as if she's a good witch. I'm not quite sure, but I don't really care too much about her. Also because I don't really know her. Maybe I'll just put her in don't care. That probably makes the most sense because I'm not 100% sure who this character is. Mulan. Sorry, Mulan, but I just don't care about you right now. Like, I find her character is a little bit boring, and they don't have that much story on her yet. Maybe that will change in the future, and we will learn more about her, and my ranking will change. But for now, she is going in don't care. Next, we have Neil / Bellfire. I really do like Neil, so he's gonna go in. Maybe actually A tier for me. Like, these are really top people for me, but I think he's gonna go in A. I really find it so interesting how he like had a relationship with Emma, and we had no idea that he was actually Bellfire, and he was from like the magical world. I really do think he is a good guy, deep at heart. I obviously tend to like the characters that are more like bad turned good or more like complex. Like, none of these characters are just obviously good characters, and that's why I like them. And by good, I mean like moral. I don't really like the obviously like, oh yes, these, you know, these two are supposed to be like angels. Like, I don't like that kind of situation, so that's why they're kind of down here. But the more like morally complicated characters, I do like them a bit more in these shows. And Peter Pan, I honestly do kind of like him. I'm going to put him in B. I found he was like quite an interesting character and an interesting enemy. And I'm not sure to put him at the top of B just because I like him probably the best. I think at the end I will like rank these within the categories. But I do think he was a really good villain. I thought, it was so interesting how he's Rumpelstiltskin's dad and their relationship that they had. And yeah, I just thought he was a great villain. This is Prince Philip from Sleeping Beauty, and I don't care about him. So far, pretty boring, nothing really happening with that. This is, what is his name's dog? Oh, I guess this is, like, where is he? Oh my gosh, the Jiminy Cricket. He's not even here, but his dog is here, which is so random. His dog is cute, I guess. I don't want to say I don't care about him, because, like, I love dogs, but, like, I don't really, like, we don't know much about him or his dog, so I'll put him in B. Or I was gonna put him in don't care, and I'm sorry, I don't mean this in a rude way. I'm sure he's a nice dog, but is this like supposed to be Jiminy Cricket? Okay, let's just do it like it's Jiminy Cricket. If it's Jiminy Cricket, I'm putting him in B. Okay. Next we have Ruby / the what's it called? Little Red Riding Hood. I did like her backstory, but it was a bit, I don't know, it wasn't too interesting. Like, it was good, but it wasn't the most complex that I've seen on this show. I thought it was kind of weird how her characters just kind of completely changed personalities, and they didn't really explain that too well. Like, in the beginning, she was, like, going out partying all the time, and you know what I mean, and then she just kind of changed, and now she's not really very, like, big part of the show. I'm just gonna put her in C. Yeah, she's nice, but meh. Regina, oops, sorry. I'm putting her in as, I really like her. I love her storyline about Daniel and kind of what Snow White has done to her and why she became evil. And I really like how she became good and her kind of changing her character. I think that was so well done. I was watching this show yesterday. I'm on season 4 right now. And I was just thinking, like, this woman is an amazing actress. She's probably one of the best actresses I've ever seen, because the way she can portray, like, the evil queen versus Regina is so good. Like, she's just a great actress. Like, the expression she has on her, like, these characters are, like, really good actors in my opinion. That's why they're at the top. I mean, like, even, like, the actors and the characters are good too. But yeah, I really like her and this actress. Like, I don't know her name, but I want to find out, because yeah, she's really great. This is Robin Hood, and this is Regina's kind of guy that she ends up dating later on in season 3. If I'm being honest, I don't really care about him that much. Like, he's kind of whatever to me. So he's gonna go in B. Oh, I guess this is Boulevard Riding Hood. To me, they're the same. Like, their character doesn't change that much, so I put them in the same category. Rumpelstiltskin, I obviously don't like. Who likes Rumpelstiltskin? Before he's Mr. Gold. Then we have Snow White. Snow White, honestly, to me is so boring. I don't really care about her. I think she's better than everybody else, along with David. And she's really judging, and I just don't like her at all. I don't know if she's the best actress. I just don't like her. I do like Snow White better than Mary Margaret. Mary Margaret, to me, is going in D, because I really don't like her. And then, Snow White's probably going to be here. I do like Snow White a lot better. She's much more, like, badass than Mary Margaret. Like, to me, what doesn't make sense is Snow White is this, like, badass girl, and then Mary Margaret is literally sobbing for days in bed because she had to get Regina to kill Cora to save everybody in the town. What was the other option? Not do it, and the whole town dies? Like, I don't know. It's just kind of like, she just does not, she seems very weak. She doesn't seem very strong. She doesn't seem, I don't know. I just don't like her. Like, it does not fit with who she used to be as Snow White. Her personality changed a lot. Really, they don't seem like the same character. I forget. I think, is he the one who got killed? I don't know. I don't really care about him too much. Tinkerbell, I do like Tinkerbell. She's not my favorite character because she doesn't have, like, a super, like, intricate backstory yet, but I'm probably gonna put her in C for now. And then we have Selena. Selena's interesting, but she's bad and I don't like her. But yeah, probably like Pan more than her. She's gonna go in C. So now let's, like, just kind of change them around. Don't care, they're just gonna stay in the same order because I don't care about any of them. D, that's probably gonna be Cora's the worst. The Evil Queen, Rumpelstiltskin, Snow White is probably, Mary Margaret's probably better than these two in my opinion. For C, probably Grumpy's gonna be last. It would probably go like that for me. For B, I feel like I should have some elevator music during this time. Okay, this is more complicated because there's, like, more characters here. Probably like that. Probably the beginning is correct on this so far. Yes, this is good. This is more accurate. And then for A, this is probably accurate, to be honest. And for S, this is probably accurate. So this is my rating of the characters from seasons 1 to 3 of Once Upon a Time. Please let me know in the comments down below who your favorite character and least favorite character are, whether you agree or disagree with my ratings, and why. If you know who this girl is, please let me know, because I don't know. And this girl, yeah, if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. And thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you all next time. Bye, everyone.